Today we are talking about four mitzvahs, two positive mitzvahs and two negative mitzvahs. First of all is the situation of the um, person who's found slain in the land. So if you let an individual leave your city, whatever, and then that person is found slain, presumably by robbers or something like that. But there's no one saw the situation happen, and so there's no one to um, hold responsible. Then positive mitzvah 181 comes from Deuteronomy 21, verse 1. And it says, when a corpse is found fallen in the field, and they don't know who did it, then they're to take an eglah, arufah, a calf, out to the location of a stream and a field, and they decapitate the calf. And it's another one of those, like a chok, a decree from God, that doesn't have a we don't really know why that is the way that it is, but it is obviously the well. This isn't like a kosher slaughter or anything like that. This is actually removing the head of the calf, and so it's a very harsh thing that needs to be done for a harsh situation. And so that is the positive mitzvah, the decapitated calf. So then comes a negative mitzvah related to that as well, coming from Deuteronomy 21, verse 4, which says that it's forbidden to sow or work the land surrounding the stream upon which the calf was decapitated. And so this is from Deuteronomy 21, verse 4, that says, which shall neither be plowed nor sown. So the verse says, the elders of that city shall bring the calf to a swiftly flowing stream, the land of which around which must never be worked or sown. Very, very interesting. The punishment, if you did work that land that was kind of tainted by this fact that this person was killed in the field and the calf, then the punishment would be lashes. All right. Deuteronomy 22:8 gives us our next mitzvah, and this mitzvah is these two mitzvahs are a lot easier to understand. I'll say that. So this starts at with Deuteronomy 22, verse 8, which is the command, but a negative command, that we should not have hazards in our cities or in our homes. So for instance, that could be, a pit that's an open pit or a danger. It could be it could be, for instance, you have your roof does not have a wall around it so that somebody wouldn't fall off the roof. And so that is that is what these mitzvahs come to say. So it says Deuteronomy 22 verse 8 says, "You shall not bring blood upon your house." Blood meaning danger, so leaving a hazard, a dangerous hazard, um, and so that's the mitzvah. So that we are forbidden from leaving obstacles or dangerous objects in our land and in our houses, in order to not endanger people. That is the negative mitzvah. The positive mitzvah, that thou shalt do, is from Deuteronomy 22, verse 8, which says, "You shall place a guardrail around your roof." And so this is to intentionally do put protections out there so that people don't get hurt or die in your cities or your homes. So we're commanded to remove all dangers and hazards from our property. This includes constructing protective guardrails on the perimeters of roofs and wells so that no one falls from them or into them. The same applies to all areas of potential danger. We must fix them so that they don't pose any danger. This reminds me of, for instance, OSHA. OSHA, there's if you've got any construction workers in your family, you're probably familiar with OSHA or somebody who's into architecture or something. So there's all kinds of rules that OSHA has, and saying how high something can be or how many people can be on something, and it's always because every one of those rules somebody died because of that, and so they've made rules to protect people from injury or loss of life. So we need to kind of think the same way about our homes and be proactive, our homes and our cities, to be proactive, to not allow someone to God forbid, to be able to be injured or die on our premises if we have anything to do with it. All right, so those are the 4 mitzvahs for today, from Sefer HaMitzvos. There's, remember, 613 commandments in the Torah, and we're going through them day by day. Tomorrow, we have 4 commandments that we will be learning with God's help. And these ones, I think you're gonna like. These are very positive commandments, even though there's a couple negative commandments in there, but these ones are it's really good stuff. It's always good stuff. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night, and with God's help, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.